Oh, it's happened. It's too hyped, Joe.
I took it to another level, Conrad. We took it to 12 immediately. Oh my
goodness
God.
gracious. Good afternoon.
Morning.
Good morning. Good evening.
How's it going?
Morning. Good afternoon. What is going on for you, Joseph? Oh my, that got crazy.
Suddenly it's crazy.
Real quick. Real quick. We getting right back into it? All right. Season 3. Here we go.
Let's do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the GMAE show, everybody. Oh, we're in it for season 3. Super hype. I missed the show this morning, but
You know what I mean? Good morning.
Wow. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Rad Conrad Carricker with me, Joseph the Vision X Manning. Friends, we were here at the beginning, in the before time, just a few hours ago with the launch of the Sandbox Game Alpha Season number 3. It is now, many hours later. You guys have probably been playing, but each and every day here during the weekdays, our weekdays, we'll be playing the games that you can play inside the Sandbox Game Alpha Season 3, having fun, working our way towards new, fastest times, because in this season, you can participate in a leaderboard format for your chance to win a part of 1.5 million sand, or you can guarantee some rewards by being a landowner in the Sandbox game, by being an avatar holder in participating avatars, being an NFT collector for participating pieces, or by winning an alpha pass. Starting tomorrow on this show and on the brand new weekly show for all 10 weeks of the alpha, we'll be giving away alpha season passes on this show as well. And as is tradition, we will also be giving away NFTs that you can wear inside any combat-based experience in the Sandbox game. If this is your first time joining us, like I think KG over on YouTube.com, don't recognize the avatar, friend, welcome. How are you doing? Conrad, how was your morning? How was your morning?
Oh, solid.
Solid.
Alpha
You
filled.
feeling good? Alpha filled. All right. So we
I've been
had
busy.
19 EP we could have acquired. I was in this alpha lobby literally all day so far today. All day long. Just hanging out. Standing right in front of the Meta Pride Land entrance when that is available. That character will allow me to teleport to Meta Pride Land. I think it's this nice lady right here I can talk to. That's right. I could later when that event opens. The Alpha Lobby Hub will serve as a hub for many different transport sort of posts throughout the Alpha here. And then also, if this is your first time joining us, the play section, the map here, sandbox.game. When each one of these different events is loaded, you can see their respective release dates simply by highlighting those. Tomorrow is August 25th, and there are, I think it's one more experience that will open tomorrow. So each one of us will have an opportunity to go from level 1, oh no, 2 open tomorrow. And we'll have an opportunity to go from level 1 of our ethos points, where today you could get 19 out of the 20 you would need to complete level 1. Tomorrow, you'll have additional quests that you can complete. So we'll all kick over to level 2 on that. And then your rewards, if you win an Alpha Season Pass with any of the social contests, watching this show, or any other method by which you could win a Season Pass, you will then, by having that pass, unlock the rewards that you reach the level of. Or if you have guaranteed rewards like avatar holders in the collection, like landowners, like NFT collectors, then you will unlock that for claim at the very end of the season. I'm excited. I got some pretty good times, Conrad.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We want to see those times, but we got some questions from the chat already.
All right, good.
Okay. So, we do need some clarification here.
Sure.
Can you please clarify the total time thing? Is it the total times of all individual quest times added together, or is it the total time to finish all quests in the experience? Asks
Okay.
Randuxy.
Yeah. So each individual quest that you participate in starts the clock when you take it. So you see this nice little VoxEdit gentleman here. He's going crazy. He wants to talk. He's got an exclamation mark. If I speak to him, not yet, not here. But as soon as I push E again, boop, you'll see the quest comes in. It starts. I know where I gotta go already. I gotta talk to this gentleman. My timer has started. You can see. I previously completed this quest in 16 seconds. And I complete it faster. And that is the time that counts toward the total. 17.8 seconds is what I just completed that quest in. Because I'd already completed it before, of course, I read the quest. I understood kind of like what they're talking about. They're introducing us to the world of VoxEdit. But in terms of the high score, that number is a total number of all of your quest times. So if you want to maximize your speed run times, what you'll want to do is do these quests like this nice lady right here, right? She wants to talk about finding Papa Smurf. I've already found Papa Smurf on the earlier stream, and we did it a few times. PandaPops was going wild. If you want to watch like how often PandaPops beat me out of the water for every single contest period, except for the Papa Smurf one and one other quest. But she was way faster than I was in terms of efficiency. But essentially, don't worry, we'll go find him. I'm gonna run over to where Papa Smurf is. He's under the water in here. And I completed it. It took me 0.6 seconds longer than my best time to do that, right? So that quest now, only the fastest times are counting towards your total for each quest. So if you want to play this again and again and again, one way that you can play quite easily multiple times is you can type /instances, okay? And then there's a whole bunch of instances open right now. Far too many for them to like list on one thing. We've got 126 instances open, right? And one of them is going to say you are here. And you can type / Yes.
Is it currently working? I know people were having issue with this within the past hour.
Yeah, it had. I mean, it was having an issue, but that's not really to the point. Most people were asking like, how can they restart while they're inside the hub itself? So this is what I do: is I type /join in my chat, /join, and then the number that I am in, 60967 is the number I'm currently in. That's what it says. Whether it teleports you to 60697 or not, it's still reloading the experience and resetting all the quests. So I can now redo them without having to go back out to the dashboard and come back in. Because previously, if you do it another way, the only other way that you can do it is to go to the dashboard, go to a different experience, load that, then come back and load it again. But if you do /join and the instance number, you can reset all the quests for you to try them again and get better times.
Okay. But the join, just trying to connect to each other, is still kind of being funky today. So bear with us while we get that adjusted. Yeah.
And that really comes down because we had such a high volume of users, right? Like relative to even Alpha Season 2, we've doubled or more than doubled the number of people that are in the season this season rather. It was about 3 months ago or so when we had our last season. And we've doubled the users who are signed up for the website. So, getting busy right now. And certainly it's quite a lot more than our playtest, because when we did a staff-only playtest, we got 300 people who work all around the world. But 300 people is far less, obviously, than 4 million. So, getting the scaling correct, that's what these alphas are all about. Did I get the...
Right.
Yep.
But more questions here as you're doing your speed runs. Cool. Does the leaderboard not work for people who don't have KYC completed? That's Randuxy and quite a bit of others.
The KYC is not necessary to be on the leaderboard on the early part, but KYC is necessary to get any prizes. So if you're not on the leaderboard at the end of the season, then you will be removed from that leaderboard. Or, forgive me, if you didn't KYC at the end of the season, you will be removed from the leaderboard.
So right now, we don't know who is exactly going to be on top with those numbers until we see that KYC finish.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it possible to lock 60 FPS?
60 FPS is, I don't think, possible to lock in the settings. I'm pretty sure I run higher than 60, but I suppose I could see the, oops, see, I didn't grab this thing. I suppose I could see the value to that, given, you know, come on, grab it. There we go. The, yeah. I don't know what to say anymore. My brain went dumb. But yeah,
okay.
I could see that.
You've done 3 streams in the last 24 hours, so I'm with you.
Yeah. 60 FPS. Okay, let me check. Now that I'm done doing that thing, I was trying to get the speed run time. So
okay.
These are the only options that we have in the settings right here, which is borderless windowed, resolution, SFX music, camera sensitivity. However, if you have a NVIDIA card, the NVIDIA control panel can lock the FPS, I think. I don't know about AMD. How do you get that skin, Mr. Bitcoin? This skin is only available to community managers and or staff members. So if you see them inside the metaverse, then know that you can ask us questions.
Correct. And Sparky Snickle wants to know, is it possible to search for others for your friends on the leaderboard?
There is no search function on the leaderboard at this time. This is the first time we have had a leaderboard. So at this time, leaderboard is functional. However, it looks like it is not updating as often as originally intended. So they were playing around with it earlier today with the huge increase in volume. It is, it kind of goes, again, back to the fact that we had before 186 people was the official number on the first test that I participated in. So it said top 186 players on here. And now it's listing top 200 on this board, but there's also a bunch of things happening on the back end. So is that process going to slowly get more efficient, faster, better response time? Very likely.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I expect this is probably only going to update once a day until then, if that. Maybe it might be faster, it might be slower, but it depends on what time. They should get back to work on it somewhere around midnight to 1 a.m. my time, which is about 4 hours from now when Paris gets back to work. So we'll see how long it takes to get that fully up and going, because in our internal tests it would update every 15 minutes, where you can still see that it says next leaderboard update in, but it seems like the data flow coming in got somewhere, got a little restriction somewhere in there. So at least I haven't seen these numbers change, and I'm doubting that in the last couple hours when I was ranked 1097 when I left, I'm doubting I'm still 1097 now. I'm betting a lot of people did better than I did while I was out.
Right. Okay, and Juanataz over there on Twitch says, YouTube wants to know, are there some more NFTs to give the badge NFT collector be announced soon?
Yes, earlier today, announced by Alex Florez, the Wiziverse NFTs,
it got confirmed.
The ones that we give away on this show, will be eligible as part of a collection. They are already made into a collection, and now they just need to be added to the list of NFTs. And then also the liquidity pool rewards that you guys had possibly earned back when we were doing the ETH liquidity pool. Those will be eligible as well as, and I think a few more, but I don't know exactly off the top of my head which ones he was working towards making possible. The original ultimatum asks a really good question, saying, how the hell are people doing 6 minutes of total completion time for these 19 quests? And if you click on your name at the bottom, I've clicked on mine here, you can see the Alpha Lobby Points of Interest quest, right? Cody Dolan completed this in 27.67 seconds. All right, so I could pick up this quest if I was talking to the Care Bear and those points of interest. I think I can do better if I go left, but for whatever reason, my brain always thinks, oh, if you go to the right, it's going to work out great. I should not do that. collecting the plungers. You can see I'm a good 30 seconds behind Jiao Milao. And that speed is relative to just me not even really knowing which ones are the closest to me. I just see them, go get them, right? I could shave 30 seconds if I started actually mapping it out in my head and thinking about where those are. And I think there are just a lot of people that are very good at that. The ape quest, that one is very straightforward. And I mentioned it the last time that I loaded up the lobby. I could actually do this now. But before I do it, what I would do before is I would talk to this dude. And for whatever reason, my brain would tell me, go to this way because it's the first apes I see, I think. Right? But you can tell quite clearly that it's physically closer if I run to the right and go to this ape first. It's closer to me than that ape. So I might be able to shave a second or two, and I'm going to try it right now.
Let's optimize it.
Oop, wait. Okay, here we go. I should have done it from the other side of the ape, but... And then also...
How many alpha passes are going to be given out on streams like these?
We've got 80 for these streams out of the 10,000 passes that will be given away.
Okay, and if you stand idle in between quests, that doesn't go against your time?
As long as you don't have an active quest... Okay, I did that there. It took me 1 second longer because I forgot. There's another tip that I'll leave for you guys. If you didn't know, there are new features for movement speed now. If you press the Z key on your keyboard, you can choose to walk, or when you default load, you'll be at this nice jog. Or if you push Z again, you'll be at a full sprint, so you don't have to hold the shift key to go fast. Right? So between all of these...
You could just be speed.
I could just be fast. I am speed.
You just be speed.
Yes. I like it. So before you talk to this dude, first of all, you should probably be this way and like have yourself turned like this. Be at the absolute like furthest you can. Set it up. Okay. My speak. And then I could speak to him and already have my like fastest speed turned on, right? And go fast. Gotta go fast. Anyway. Hopefully that's helping you. These little things are going to make the difference. And the other folks who are good at speedrunning are thinking about these things while I am talking to you and I'm doing these things. I'm not thinking about the little stuff. And they're making the difference. All right.
And when is that Game Maker update going to be coming here?
Was it not already released?
I thought it was. To be honest,
it might have. It might have been.
I thought everything was supposed to be launching today. It might be tomorrow, if anything, if we didn't get it right away. We'll have Joe double check that one.
Yeah, I don't want to download it right now because I'm going to overwrite 0.7. But it should have been part of this launch. But if it wasn't launched today, it's probably for good reason because we had a lot of stuff going on all at once. We're monitoring a lot of things in here with you in the metaverse so people could ask questions of the staff and things like that. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm going to jump ahead on questions here. Noah, over on YouTube, I love their picture. That kitty cat is got my vibes right now. They want to know if there's any alpha passes being given away on this stream.
The stream starting tomorrow, and all official live streams thereafter will have alpha passes on them. So this particular one, we're going to continue to give away the Wizzy themed NFT. So we have a Wizzy the Purple's hat that can be used inside any combat-based experience in the Sandbox game and inside the Sandbox Game Maker software in the gallery. But for now, not today. However, if this is your first time watching, you can always hit the subscribe or the like or the follow or whatever the button is down there, depending on your platform.
Wherever we're at for you.
Because we're on lots of different platforms all at once. And then we will have that for you tomorrow, my time, 3 p.m. So about 5 hours before this time will be the first stream we give away a pass. And then back on this show as well, we'll be giving away passes every day. And yeah.
I agree. Excellent stuff. Alpha 3 is definitely more challenging compared to 2 and 1.
Go West 927 saying, thanks for that Z tip. My pinky is killing me. There we go.
Oh, I feel for you, Wes.
instances aren't working to teleport to your friends at this time. It appears like it does work. If you type /instances, it does work, but the list is so long that it usually doesn't populate the screen like this. And then it says you're playing on instance number, what have you. You can do /join, but that's the part that really doesn't work right now because there were so many people who were creating so many instances so quickly that the /join was like you meant to go here, and like servers were opening super rapidly, so they didn't go there, if that makes sense. Like you'd be like, I want to go to 60609, and it would accidentally send me to the one above it, whatever number that was, or something similar to that. It seemed random earlier when we were all trying to connect with each other. But again, that's something where that would be fixed if the opening of a new server took just a little bit longer. So essentially, we allowed servers to open in real time, which caused issues with other functions that we wouldn't have foreseen if we didn't have such demand. And we couldn't have tested those with only just the, 200 or so people, 300, whatever, that we're testing internally. Josh the Spaniard, have a good night. It's 4:30 a.m. for you.
Oof.
And John Ha on Twitch saying what time again? My bad. I don't know. I messed it up.
That's one I actually know. Okay.
Very good. The time for the first show, this is the regular Thursday show. It's a new show just for the alpha. We're going to wrap up all the things that are happening during the week. But the first show is going to be 5 hours before this show normally airs. Okay? And then we're going to have this show as well. All right.
That's crazy. We're going to get a schedule out to you guys real soon. We'll make sure that you are all up.
Michael Moe is asking a speedrun question. Saying
yes,
earlier you closed out
that menu.
There we go.
Yeah.
We closed out the NFT info box, so I'll show you guys what they are talking about here really quickly. I want to reduce this land chat, so I'm going to click this arrow here. There we go. Okay, so the way that I did that, if you walk up to one of these prompts and you get this pop-up, you could click the X or you could just press escape on the keyboard.
Yep.
Saved ourselves a lot of time there.
Hellglider asks if something is wrong with the website. There is all sorts of updates happening to the website at the moment and a ton of people trying to log in. So
yes,
if you're having troubles, then clear that cache, try and give it a moment, and be patient with us as we're making sure this alpha gets launched.
Yeah. One thing to note about this particular page, the season page, it's something that hasn't been an issue in the past, but as the volume of people genuinely has significantly increased, this is a live page in the background that if, let's say up here in the top right, land vault, you see that promotion that they kind of put there on their land. If they changed that this second, everybody's page would refresh. So because everybody has it loading constantly, there is a pretty significant amount of server work happening. So these logos pop in relatively slowly because of that. So, ironically, I never close it when I'm live, or I try not to. And if I do reopen it, it takes me time to load just like everybody else. Because there's just, even though we have a content deployment network all over, it does load and it takes a little while. But that's normal.
Right.
And then another question came in just a little bit ago about the last two quests. So you'll see the Alpha Lobby says 15 out of 17 EP earned. It says that for you, it says it for me, it says it for everybody. Because those last two quests will be happening as and for special events that will happen later on during this alpha.
Okay. So it's going to be taunting me there. All right.
Candidly Kristen saying, just checked, and the Game Maker is 0.6.24 for the download, so we'll have to check tomorrow for 0.7. Yeah, I would recommend that. I'm sure we'll make another announcement when we push the Game Maker update, but as I mentioned before, there's going to be, given the importance of launching this alpha, right, it would push back any other releases. And given the requirement, or the logical requirement of wanting the most amount of server capacity to go towards the players right now, it may be that they just waited a little bit on that release purely because you know, you don't want to have people downloading that while also doing this, and that get a slower, you know, a stair-stepped flow, so
Right,
that
right.
it doesn't
We
lag
want to
out.
we just want to throw it all out to the servers and say good luck.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to do that, right? You want to make sure that it's smooth and operational. All right.
Awesome, awesome. Nobody should have that maxed out EP yet. Excellent stuff. There's going to be 4 events that'll happen real soon.
Yeah, and also another note, because people are asking a lot. Excellent stuff. We're just answering that question right now. Nobody will have 17 out of 17 EP. It's we will have 2 special events plus launch later in the alpha lobby, because it is the main hub where everybody loads by default. Then let me see. There was something else I was going to say. I forgot. Oh yeah,
I'm with you.
in the top right, my thing says level 1. If you completed all the quests, you should be like me. You have 19 out of 20 EP on that. That means that tomorrow, when the 2 other new instances load that are loading for August 25th, we've got 1 instance on the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. But we've got 2 happening tomorrow as well. Warner Music Group Land and Swaco's Split Personalities. Those 2 are opening tomorrow. And
right.
when they open, they're going to have their own quests. That's going to give you more EP, and you'll promote yourself from level 1 into level 2, and you'll find you'll need more EP in the level 2 block, and you'll slowly get those as these new experiences unlock throughout the month. If you're not interested in playing every day, of course, you don't have to play every day. Just have to make sure that you do have reached level 5 before the end of the raffle, or before the raffle takes place. And there will be drawings every week for people who are doing social contests and things like that separately. So make sure you get your raffle tickets if you haven't won a season pass. Yeah. All right.
Right. And holding on to previous season passes will get you tickets for this raffle as well.
That's
so
right.
That'll be your benefits for holding on to those things and having those memorabilia. So I do want to highlight some comments here. I'm going to skip ahead from questions just another moment here. Yeldar Gray is giving me some compliments over on the Twitch chat. Thank you so much, good friend. This is season 3, Conrad. We're calling it.
Don't
even worry about
I can't.
it. I
Oh my
appreciate
gosh, I ruined it.
You can't do it.
I was trying to take a shortcut.
Trying to cheese, chat.
Didn't work.
And then, as far as KYC verification goes, if you're pending, just give it some time, as there's a lot of people getting in that line as well. Some folks are having it done as quick as 15 seconds, and others are being put in a queue. So just be patient. And as far as our friend Suti over here on YouTube, I have a beard now, and I don't want to shape it. My ID and passport don't have my beard. My KYC is still in process. Don't want to shape it. For real.
Oh, no.
I feel your pain. It will take some time. You know me to have a rather large beard normally. My IDs do not have a beard on them, as they are quite old. So doing that KYC also took me some time for them to go, is that the same person, as they're trying to look through my beard. So just give it some time. It's not only mustaches, Goaty. I'm with you, though.
Onlymustache.com. It's a website. I just made it up.
You shouldn't. Oh no. So we're closing out these NFTs so quickly by just hitting the escape button. That'll back you out of any conversation super quickly. And there's no way to transfer memorabilia, as it is account bound, and your account is your wallet.
Oh, I fell off a cliff again. I do that every time, chat. I'm trying to make this faster, and I just jump off a cliff real quick. No big deal. Easy.
Hey, Metaverse. DJ says when form, and as this chat knows, every time the question when form happens, I push it back 10 minutes.
Well, that's it. Uninstall, Joe. You got 20 seconds longer than your best time. Luckily,
there we go.
I still have my old best time, and
hey,
it's only
right
the
there,
cumulative value. What?
Right there over on the Twitch chat, Quad Duckhead says, my beard did not prevent me from passing verification. Everything went easily.
Good.
Same with Maddox of Furia, whom is also bearded. So give it some time. Alrighty, back to these questions. So are we able to see all of our quest times on the website? It's just on that leaderboard section, right?
That's correct. It's on the leaderboard section at the bottom. It says you. All right, there we go. Shoot a little time off to reach the music panel.
And if we're not seeing ourselves, we should just wait for that leaderboard to update.
Yes. So as I mentioned at the top, the leaderboard. Let me just go ahead and open a new instance of Sandbox.game so that you guys can see the leaderboard relatively quickly.
If you have your current best time is going to be the one that's going to be recorded. Don't forget about that. You can try it as many times as you want, and then whatever one you did your best with, that'll be the one used.
PG Live PT says, I have 2 passports. Can I have 2 accounts? No, you're still restricted to having 1 account. But if you have 2 passports, one of them's probably expired, which also would not make it a valid passport. Anyway, so a user was asking, how do I see my high scores? So on the leaderboards page here, I click this, and then these are still being recorded, and you'll see that they're still being recorded, even if the leaderboard itself is not updating on the dashboard or the website itself. But if you click on Alpha Lobby here, I can see my best times. And my best times are still updating. And proof of this was earlier on...
Sorry.
No, you cannot KYC twice, PG Live PT.
There you go.
That's not a good question to ask.
That.
We've been here for a very long time. Points of interest quests that I did, where I talked to the Care Bear, and then there were 5 locations to go to. You can see the record holder had a world record. But there were a couple of these where PandaPops had beaten the world record as it was posted at that time before the updates stopped for service, for us to work on it, right? To make it more efficient and operate smoother. So some of my times are getting close to these world records, but Panda actually beat them on the left, and they didn't update on the right. When we did internal testing, and there was just like the 200 of us or 300 or whatever there was, my internal test where there was 186 of us, I could see immediately when that next leaderboard update hit 0, that my world record applied on that side, and I had hit it in the whatever it was, the last thing that we will unlock.
So we do have quite a lot of common questions here, both on Twitch and YouTube, coming together, where it seems that the people that don't have KYC completion, they can't see their placement on the leaderboard yet.
Yeah, and that I don't think that's related to KYC, because PandaPops did not. So in order, okay, the staff can't win, right? Like I can't win the sand right now. According to my screen, it says I would win 60 sand, but I'm going to get kicked out as ineligible for winning this and removed from this list at the end of the season. So PandaPops was playing intentionally with an account that had no KYC earlier, and they were somewhere around the 75th rank or something like that in the world when we played live. So that was with an account called PandaPops 2, and they did not KYC it, but at the end of the season, because it's not KYC'd, it's going to get pulled out of the list and dumped into the abyss.
So it's just a matter of waiting on that timer to update so we can see that.
Yeah, exactly. And when it says next leaderboard update, once again, I want to stress that while we are servicing the leaderboard to make it more effective, more efficient, and that is the nature of these alphas, that we want to make sure we test these new features, optimize them, make them work well. You know, as we're servicing this, you might not see yourself on here, but the alpha lobby details that I have here prove to me that I can see these times. The times are still being recorded because I just beat my Talk to Steve best time, and I can see it right here, right now. So if you don't see it yet, it's just because your name isn't yet recorded onto the leaderboards at any rank. Lucas saw that their rank was some 9,000 or something like that previously, so they were on the list, and they would be able to see their times as well. So you will get on there eventually, but it once again, as the nature of an alpha, we're working on these new systems like this leaderboard, and so your times are being recorded, your rank is being recorded, but you may not be able to see it refreshing as often as this next leaderboard update says until that gets returned back on.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. So it's just a matter of waiting, folks. And MetaNerd69 says, can I use my webcam to KYC instead of using a QR code?
I'm sorry, can you use your what? KYC?
The webcam to KYC.
I think that was one of your choices. I'm pretty sure it was one of your choices. Okay. But it worked better when I used the QR code and used my phone.
All right, so it's just a matter of ease of use.
Yeah, I mean, it really worked like very quickly when I used my phone. It was a clearer camera than a webcam. So
right.
Yeah.
Neon KX over on Twitch wants to know if you can show them how to deal with the Walking Dead quest quickly. Can we help them optimize their run here?
Sure. I think I'd have to restart. Let me check. I forget how far I am in this particular run. I think I'm too far. I got the numbers quest, and I did the Walking Dead quest. But the way that I do it, and somebody will probably come up with something better, is you talk to Michonne here, right? And I said, no problem, and it opened up a computer over here, and a computer on the top of this tower. So because this computer is open... Oh, that's interesting. Do they both open at the same time? I'm going to restart this, because...
Okay. By Blue Flame, the leaderboard will end up updating in time. Of course, there's going to be first day jitters as everything gets opened up, and we are trying to prepare those servers and get everything repaired where it needs to be.
You have to do the one in the house first. Okay, I want to make sure, Uncle Grumpy, because I wasn't paying close attention to it. So it could, if both icons are lit, and I can do both, or do them in the reverse order, then it would be faster to climb the tower first. They both open at the same time, but you have to know to go through the roof first. Thank you, Voxel.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody's confirming.
Okay, so let me grab some plungers, because I got to go through that.
Okay, and pro tip from PG Live PT, instead of hitting spacebar, the tip that you use to hit spacebar to go quickly, it does not work on Mac. You have to click the X.
That was escape.
Close down.
I pressed escape, not spacebar.
Sorry there. Yeah.
So regardless,
maybe
they were just clicking the wrong button.
Oh, give it another shot, PG Live, and then update us again. I would like to know that. Yeah. I would love to have keybinds, candidly, Kristen. I need to reset everything. Escape key works on Macs. Oh, okay. So, just pressing the wrong button there.
I'm trying to change my plunger route, because I feel like there's got to be a better way. Yeah.
OG Shakespeare says, as far as KYC, phone hasn't worked for them, and no webcam option for KYC. So you have to use the phone. So we're trying to get it to work for everybody here. How to use that QR code.
Okay. This feels more optimized.
K-Rim Endure in the Twitch chat once says we should add a restart the map button without having to close the game or going to the site. If you click join instance and go to a different instance, it will restart everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, what I do is I type /instances to find all available instances. And when you move from one to the other, it resets all your quests. So I just type /join and pick an instance number, any number, and it'll restart all your quests. All right. So I've got my speed turned all the way up on the run.
Mr. Pizza Man did have a workaround for the KYC. They typed in the URL extension into their phone browser. Might want to give that one a shot. Okay, but
Hey, 20 seconds. I shaved a good amount of time off of that by going to the right.
we did.
All right. I like it.
Okay. Can we see that Walking Dead quest?
You have to do them in order, ironically, in order to unlock them.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to go do Steve Aoki and Snoop in order to unlock the Walking Dead quest.
Sorry, I've been saving myself.
Saving yourself?
Yeah, for the alpha. I want to have a good clean experience, you know. Be off to the side, silence. Nice generous glass of Pinot Grigio.
What?
I've been busy with other TSP work today. I can say that much.
Oh no. Got
El
stuck.
Toro wants to know why the mutant avatars taking so long to craft for users. And I think I can answer that one.
El Toro.
They're pretty wild looking, my dude.
Tropo Farmer, one of your fellow apes, shared a nice tweet about this just 2 days ago. All right.
He did. I saw that. That was a
And
good time.
it's pretty hilarious because it was a mutant that had crazy eyes. It had DMT skin. It had a tactical vest, I think, or something therein. And then some other things, right? Just a lot of stuff going on this ape. Oh yeah, and it had a jellyfish for a head, which is one of the like sailor hats, I think. And it was an M2, maybe. Either way, they were like, "This is why they're not voxelized yet," and it was very funny. Maddox of Fury is saying, "I offered to voxelize it." But
and then what do you type to change maps again?
okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat for you guys so you can see.
Just
First,
have a scrolling bar.
type /instances. Get your
I was gonna put it up here.
And then type /join instance number. Oh, it didn't go out to Twitch. Ironic.
I just resent it out to
Thank
Twitch.
you.
There you go.
You have to do /instances to get your instance number first, then /join instance number with the space. It's important for you to quickly reload in the same lobby. Or it doesn't really matter if you're in the exact same lobby either. It's just going to quickly reload it without, you know. Okay, so we're going for optimization on the Michonne conversation.
Yeah, specifically this one here.
I want to walk.
Let's optimize this one.
I'm going to get close. I'm going to speak. How can I help? I will.
Orange Bag Lady, we haven't done the Rabbids quest yet. We're trying to optimize some other ones here. We're going for speed runs.
Heck and heck. I got stuck getting excited. Can't restart without doing all of it.
Right. And yes, Zoliner, you do have a point there. Zoliner's comments. I think focusing on speedruns will take away from the fun of the experiences. This is very true. Don't burn yourselves out. Enjoy yourselves in Web3. We're making friends, we're making community, and we're trying to have a good time. We're playing and earning, not playing to earn. But if you're looking for these speed runs, then you're trying to play to earn, and that's dangerous.
All right, that one took me just another like half a second longer than it normally took because I got stuck on the vines. Now, as we get with that comment you're just talking about, focusing on speedrun, taking away from the experience is fun. That's why the timer isn't a one-off thing. You can play these experiences as often as you want to optimize your times. So the first time you play it, enjoy it, you know, hang out, absorb it, get the stories, you know, have some fun with the Rabbids and all the other experiences, the Warner music. You know, Swaco's Split Personalities is a very good little experience to play. You know, so when you're playing with these, for sure, you can do them fast, and that's what a lot of people are going to be looking for in this stream. But then obviously the first time we play on this show, we're generally going to play it slowly. I happen to have done it earlier today with almost everybody who's here in this chat. So, yeah, so that's funny. Canada Kristen says, now reset it and just do that mission. That's what killed me. And that's the thing. You do, because of the sequential order of these quests opening, you won't be able to come back and do just the one. You'd have to do the 3 that I did. But that won't be that big of a deal because you're going to find that that'll get really refined. This is an interesting one right here. Because this is one where I need to get this quest. I need to click this calculator, put in the numbers. And I know the numbers because you can find the numbers all around the map. There's a number up there on top of this, like the golden top of this. There's a number over there by the Walking Dead area. There's numbers, all over. So I had already found the numbers. And as I recall, the world record on this is like less than 2 seconds or something like that. Meaning, no, that's not this one. That's another one. It's just less than a couple seconds. So that means somebody has to be able to click this, be fast enough to click that, and then know the numbers and their positions very quickly. So you can click, right? It's possible. So I'm seeing, I remember this is 2, 3, 1, 1, 4. I know that. And I know that it's going to be in the normal order 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go 2, 3, 1, 1, 4.
All right, that's it.
Yes, 2, 3, 1, 1, 4. Correct. Didn't beat my own time. Almost a whole second slower because when I turned, I thought I was going to instantly be able to interact, but I could not.
Yeah.
So I need I need to get my positioning like right here. This is the one. This is the one. Speak, interact. Speak, interact. So I could have just go speak, interact. Once you're speaking, doesn't matter, right? But it's the interact.
These are the minutiae that you guys are going to be going up against. This is speed runs, baby.
This is what you're doing. Because people were talking about optimization.
right. And get in calls with your friends. Share your screens. Let's work out which the best routes are. That's what speedrunners do. Yep. It's all about community. Speedrunning community is strong.
All right. So this one here, Swaco. If I talk to them, I got to jump down the hole, go to the right. Okay. And then I got to climb it as fast as possible.
All right.
I'm already in full speed run. I'm going to get closer, as close as I can.
Okay. Before you do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Total Hill wants to know if there is a way to find out how many people have KYC.
There is a way, but we won't make that public.
Okay. And before we go on to that, El Toro wants to know where they can stake and what gems staking is.
Okay, 2 different questions. So on the website at sandbox.game, if you click on your avatar in the top right, dude, my cat's giving me allergies. He's walking all over the house now. I got to get rid of this guy, but I can't because I love his little garbage face. He's a jerk. You can click the word staking up here. All right. And you can see there is a community booster ongoing right now for those who are staking in the flagged reward booster extra raffle ticket section. You can click deposit. This is only on the Polygon network. So if you don't have sand tokens on the Polygon network yet, you can bridge them using the button here, or you can go over to the website at polygon.technology and bridge your sand there. It does the same thing. So you deposit to this and you will start earning. For every 1 sand you have staked, if you have 1 sand staked for the full 10 weeks of the alpha, you'll be granted 1 point towards your score. This number on this page is actually a typo. It's supposed to be 500. Okay, the community so far has accrued 875,853 points, and the community staking score, according to the FAQ, is targeted to be 40,000. So these numbers are a little bit inaccurate on this page, and I'm going to leave that as a comment on our Slack here. But it wasn't the highest priority as we went into today.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where you stake. Very straightforward. You asked about gems, however. Gems and Catalyst, staking to earning those is not ready yet. So that is something that we will have in the future.
To stake at the time now?
No, you can absolutely stake at any time during the alpha, but for every day that you don't, the amount that you would need to get the maximum score goes up a little bit. because you're earning towards your maximum score every minute that you are staked. So if you're like Hodel Hill and you were staked before this thing even started, then the second that this staking community score went live, you were already earning points toward it. All right.
Oh yeah, Jen.
Oh man.
Okay, as we're getting some good questions here. Here you go. Mr. Bitcoin.
Give me another one.
Over then YouTube wants to know what's the projected date for a full release.
Thick
and alpha.
So between 0.6 and 0.7, that was about a 6-month period. 0.7 to 0.8, I would project will be about the same as we introduce new tools to the Game Maker software. That's the most important piece of software that we have. Despite the fact that you in the community as gamers, as players, are using the game client software, all of these experiences are built in the Game Maker. It's a free tool. You can download, you can play with it, make your own creations right now, right? But the Game Maker is no-code software as well. So it's fairly complex to issue these updates to it. To make it so that it's simple for you, it's complex for the developers who are creating that software. So we'll make this software simple and easy for you to use. You can use those tools to make experiences like these. But yes, there will definitely be quite a few days or quite a few months probably between major software releases. Now we have a suite of interim updates happening for 0.7. So in the top right, I have 0.7.0 right now. The 0.71 update is going to feature some new functions. There's going to be, I believe that's the one for implementing custom audio sounds, implementing video streams into your experiences so you can have a concert. There's also a major lighting update and depth of field update to like the fog that you see out there so that you can better optimize for lower end PCs, essentially meaning you get more users. We're working towards a long-term goal of being able to have these experiences played on mobile phones. So there's a lot to go into getting towards 1.0. But don't worry, we're still here. We're staying here.
And as Mr. Bitcoin follows up, I just can't wait to walk around and exploring people's plots.
Yep.
Right now, you can go into that Game Maker and you can share those experiences by going into that draft gallery.
Yes.
So go check out other people's games. And we play test their games on this live show all the time. It's what we do. So during the alpha season, as this is the third one we're going in, we go hard into these games and try and interact and try and earn you guys.
Sure.
Instead of just play.
Yeah, and the important thing to note about that particular gallery, if you want to see what people can make, the gallery is there for draft creation of any experience. So whatever level of detail you are completed on, you can publish it into the gallery. You could create something as simple as 4 wolves on the default template, or you can go with a highly complex design like this one. And whatever you do, if you publish it to the gallery, then you can have other people test your experiences and say, hey, how do you like this game? Is it worth publishing in the metaverse, right? Or you can create games and experiences for game jam competitions that we host regularly. So we've been giving away tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars in game jam competitions. The assets that you see on the screen, like this speaker box in the center with the giant record on the top. If you were creating assets in the VoxEdit asset creation contests that have been going on, then that software is free as well. So you can create stuff with that, and you can earn yourself thousands of dollars that way. So we're giving away the Sand cryptocurrency token intentionally with a slow distribution through contests like that to make sure they're high quality things for the metaverse before the metaverse fully goes live, and then continuing on throughout. We've got a schedule of a minimum of 3 years right now of things we have hard planned. So there's a lot going on, and that's only going to continue to expand over time.
Right. And as far as a native search function tool, Metaverse, it is being worked on. The quality of life, things like that, I can't wait for. I can tell you.
Yeah, the search tool specifically, it wasn't until the Walking Dead Game Jam, now known as the Undead Game Jam, just to separate which experiences were Walking Dead and which experiences in this alpha are Undead. It became clear that we needed a search function So that was what, 2-3 months ago now or something like that, maybe a little bit longer. And typically any function kind of goes onto the list, and we've got a 6 to 8 month plan of functions, right? So it's not going to come in first because it's not a critical need. We have great community support through our friends Game Busy and Tom Voxel, who created a search function or a search engine that you guys can use. And that, let me see if I can share that right now. Oh, I don't have share permission for that. Nonetheless, if somebody could pull that link for me and put it in the chat. I know there's a URL for it, but I don't know it off the top of my head because I never close that tab. But that one is useful for you guys to go check out if you're in the gallery and you're looking for things that were made in game jams. You can filter by game jams.
Oh, the game busy.
Yeah, the Game Busy search function.
Yeah, I can put that in chat real quick.
There we go. Thank you. Jazzwolf's on it. Jazzwolf's the thinker, all right? Jazzwolf's like, hey, you know, I like doing ambassador things. You got it. All right.
Boom. I'll restream it there.
Yes, thank you. That'll also send it out to YouTube. All right.
And I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah,
we're gonna skip ahead here. Exclusive Boy, we're about to drop the form inside the chat, but unfortunately we were just asked about it, so I got to push it back about 10 minutes. But I want to go ahead and address Nancy Gianto here. They asked Joe and Conrad, "Can you help? My verification failed because my documents weren't clear enough, and now I can't send my documents. What can I do?"
So your verification support for that, if you are on the verification and you click the little like question mark bubble, you can see the third-party company that we use. I forget the name of them off the top of my head because I'm terrible. I'm just terrible with names. Thank you. So you can use Synapse support to get that resubmitted. But unfortunately, that's going to be something that they handle, as we are not a KYC company and not the experts therein.
Right, and then on to another, hopefully that helps out Nancy. If you continue to get some troubles there, then I do suggest heading on over to their Discord as well. I can only imagine that could help. Sky2 Crypto says, "Sorry to interrupt. Any tips on why my MetaMask is not connecting, or to point me to where I can get support for that?"
What I would recommend if your MetaMask is having issues connecting, literally just sign out of it, sign back into MetaMask. I know that has an auto sign out thing. You can also, on the page you desire to sign in, press Control F5, and that's going to clear the cached or temporary data on your website page. But mine connects, within a couple seconds. Also, if this is your first time making an account, it's going to matter to have MetaMask connect. But if this is not the first time you make an account, you can sign in with your email and password that you use to register. So you don't need to have MetaMask to sign in. It is convenient, but you can sign in without it.
Okay. They say that they tried signing out, restarting the computer, but they will try clearing the cache. So
okay,
let us know if you're still struggling. But we only got 25 minutes left on the live, and let's go ahead and get onto this quest here. Let me see it.
Oh yeah,
let's get this speed time.
Sure. You know what? I'm not gonna do this quest because somebody just suggested that I go to the Club XYZ, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll do that quest while
the hill wants us to go to Club
page.
XYZ here.
Okay, you're having a problem. Motivational quotes. I hope motivational quotes never has any issues. We love motivational quotes. What's up? Oh, I already failed this parkour. Look at that. You see me go over the little ledge there? Time done. And I didn't jump. Well, I'm going to just dance real quick because I failed.
Oh, no.
All right. There was a question that you answered, Conrad, but I want to answer it out loud because people ask this all the time. Metalia over on YouTube asked, "Do repeat attempts improve your leaderboard progress, or does it count only the first attempt?" So intentionally so, you can do each individual quest over and over and over if you like. All right. Let me go to the Club XYZ. And you'll see the first time that you do it, you're not going to see your time. But the second time you load an experience, every time you pick up a quest, you're going to see what your previous best time was. Right? And so I'll show you that here in a second. Candidly Kristen trying to troll the chat, say you should put it here immediately, Conrad. Says, I have to put my baby to bed, so if I have asked about the form, you will delay it again, right? When form?
I mean, that's honest to goodness. I love to troll the chat. Usually we like to put out the forums right around the hour mark. So just like that, Joseph, go ahead and do your spiel about Wizzy Hacks.
Oh, yes. So just out in the chat right now is a form you can fill out. Those folks who fill out this form are eligible to win a Wizzy-themed NFT. This NFT is a wearable NFT useful for any combat-based experience inside Alpha Season 3 or in the Sandbox Game Maker gallery. Thanks to Candidly Kristen, you can fill out this form right now.
True.
Thank you, Kristen. You're great.
Okay.
I wanted to call you
Motivational quote says, when I restart the application quest, it's from the starting point. That's right. Every time you restart this experience, you're going to be at Square One motivational quotes. Unfortunately, it's a feature.
Feature, not a bug. So the reason why that happens is because all quests and designs by any level creator will be instanced to the experience. This allows level design, creators of any type to set the terms that you play the game in. They'll set your spawn point. They'll set if you have to pay to access an experience. They'll set if you have to have an NFT to access the experience, known as gating. They could have it be free, just like we have here. The Sandbox game likes when you play in the alpha for you to have that free content to be able to play. But the opportunities for you to replay the experience means you still have to leave and reload the gating itself. And because we don't have restrictions, these are free, you can just reload this over and over and over and over.
Right. And Silas Santos, sorry, that name's a little troublesome for me, over on Twitch says, can you tell us if you're going to intend on implementing subtitles for other languages in the future?
Silas, if you're interested in subtitles, you can watch us over on youtube.com. If you mean inside the gamer experience, a game developer can choose to add multiple languages right at the start of the game. We saw this in a game jam many game jams ago by a gentleman named Alodev, well known in the community, well known in the Bored Ape community as well. Now, they started out in the Sandbox game with a game jam where they made a game that had German, French, English, and Spanish. 4 different languages, and as soon as you start, it says what language would you prefer, written in all those languages, and then people selected which one they liked, and the entire game loaded with all the new languages for all of the text that they had.
Right. And be patient, everybody, as we are.
I like this question from username Balls Deep. Saying, is this
taking care of it.
Coin still pump and dumping? And I will have you know, for your interest, sir. Never did, never were interested in it. I've been here the whole time, since the day that we launched it, when it was launched at an was it ICO or IEO?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did it as an ICO, but we did it with the Binance Launchpad at 5 cents. And peaked at the peak of all crypto peaks recently at over $8 a share. Currently, it's about $1, $1.10, something like that. But regardless of what the price is, we're still here, developing, building. This is Alpha Season 3, where you can earn a piece of multiple millions of dollars worth of Sand token that we are giving away as part of our distribution plan that we had set in the initial white paper. So hang out with us, have some fun with us, make some stuff. Play some video games. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Right. Apply to get your ban lifted. Regardless, more ESB. 76 has a good question. For the season, will there be another source to collect EP other than throughout completing experiences?
There will not, at this time, be other sources for getting EP. So they
Okay.
are similar to last season. They were just known as quest points, but EP has other things that we are considering doing with EP, but that won't happen in this season. Just play the experiences, complete the quests, and you'll get more EP.
Pretty straightforward this season.
Yeah.
And Miguel over on Twitch wants to know, can I publish using non-minted assets? I have avatars I cannot publish. Can I share them on the Game Maker so other people can test them?
Assets can be pushed, but they can't be sold. So you could show other people your things. They could load them. Actually, as I'm thinking about it, this might have been updated where it's not
Oh, okay.
possible, but I'm pretty sure it's still possible. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kristen. You're going to know off the top of your head this because people ask this all the time on Discord, but they don't typically ask this on my show. They ask it on Panda Show. How did I do this in 35 seconds? I must have done this backwards. I definitely did this backwards. I should have gone to the top one first instead of coming down the stairs. That's funny. It's funny that I say that because I know that I did it in 35 seconds. And I'm like, how did I do that? That's wild. Like, no, I'm just bad, wrong order, you know? So if you're asking yourself, how do the speedrunners do it? Better than Joe, that's for sure. All right.
You guys will end up be missing a quest as there's an event that'll end up happening that'll unlock that final one. As tomorrow, we'll be able to get level 2.
Yes. So Abluvium asks now, joining a little bit later on in the show. This is going to come up a lot, so I'm going to answer it a lot if you guys are watching. Right now, you can see on my screen it says level 1, 19 out of 20 EP earned. So EP is the cumulative number of quests you've completed across all experiences. Some quests are worth more than 1 EP. All right? But the quests that you can complete, if you highlight the experiences, are listed. You'll get a little check mark when all the quests from the entire length of the entire season are completed. But the alpha lobby right now has 15 out of 17 that we can complete. And there will be others that will unlock later in the alpha. Most of these experiences, that won't be the case, but because it is the alpha lobby and it's a spot where everybody starts here, we wanted to have some quests that slowly unlock as we have other experiences that we don't want to spoil, quite frankly, for these other quests that are available.
Okay. And Ash Plays has a very good question over on YouTube. Are we getting any sand rewards for users who are just playing for free?
Yes. In fact, literally all of you who are receiving sand rewards are able to receive them for free. First, the rewards on the rewards tab. These 10,000 alpha passes that we are giving out will unlock if you win an alpha pass through any of the various means. The raffle tickets, the contests that are going on. If you win an alpha pass, you unlock this section, which gives you a total of, as I am doing the math right now, what is that, 340, 390, yeah, 500. 500 sand tokens on that bar right there that could be unlocked if you win one of the 10,000 alpha passes. If you don't have an alpha pass, there are some guaranteed things for people who pay, but you ask for people who don't pay, right? If you already bought a land anywhere between way back when they were like less than $40 to currently, if you bought avatars, right? Or you own avatars from other collections like the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, the World of Women's, the what have you. Or if you're an NFT collector that has some of the collections that are in the shop section, then the AS3 NFTs here, you will be eligible for those rewards. You don't want to pay, that's cool, got you. There's a leaderboard here also with 1.5 million sand in giveaways. First place gets 30,000 sand tokens, so over $30,000 to the person who completes first place. This is the best cumulative completion time for every quest, meaning you can go pick up one quest. If you don't like your time, you can do that exact same quest again and reduce that time, and that's going to reduce your cumulative time of completion, right? So if you do really, really well on the really long time quests that take the longest to do, you're satisfied with that, you don't have to do those ever again. You could just go do the other ones or anything that you must do to unlock the quests that you need to do again. All right. So you can see the users who are in the top 10, right? Users 2 through 10 getting 5,000 sand, 11 through 200 getting 1,500 sand. Rank 201 through 1,000 will get 750 sand. And rank 1,001 through 10,000 will get 60 sand tokens. So this is just a free thing. You know, you don't have to have purchased anything to do this. You just have to be relatively good at speedrunning. If you do play every day, it's probably going to be easier to consume the ethos points section, which is the quest completions inside these experiences. A new experience will unlock every day until October 31st, according to my little chart over here. Race Maze and Game Jam Capture are unlocking on October 31st. So a new experience unlocks every day, but you don't have to do them fast until the end of the alpha. So November 1st will be the last day of the alpha. And at that point, the completion times will probably matter because you can see already everybody who's in the top 200 already has all the quests done. I'm sure there are many, many, many more because I'm rank 1097 as of earlier today. I had all of the quests done. So first, it goes in order of ethos points. Second, it goes in order of best completion time of all of the available quests cumulatively.
Right. We can just keep doing that very first quest, right? As Oblivium wants to know. We can just go in, do the plunger quest, and then call it a day.
No. You do have to do every quest. That's how you get the ethos points. And each individual quest, when you pick it up, starts its own timer. And when you complete the individual quests, they complete their own timer. So when I'm in the Club XYZ, just a second ago, I talked to the Metaverse guide here, and that Metaverse guide said, go to these 4 points of interest inside Club XYZ. So as soon as that quest popped in on the side, I saw my best time. And I saw how that time compared with the time I was doing live. And I found out that going downstairs first takes longer than starting upstairs and then going down. And I would say that's probably because walking upstairs takes longer than running on flat terrain.
Jazzwolf earlier pointed out a ladder somewhere as well. Might be helpful.
What?
There's a ladder somewhere nearby.
Where's this ladder?
Sure. There were some speedrun discussions just a moment ago before we got to talking about.
Are you a hacker?
You a hacker, bro? So what we want to know is, so we can just log into the mission. So we can restart our instance, right? And we can just play the plunger quest, and then I'll get my best time on it, and then I can close out and get that recording, right?
Yes. If you were just wanting to do the plunger quest over and over and over to refine that one time, then yes, you could just restart that. Ladders go down too. Ladders in the corner. Which corner?
Yeah, corner of the main stage.
Is it this corner?
Oh.
Hackers!
Okay.
That just saved me so much time. My heroes. That will...
Right.
That will save so much time. Going down is still faster than going up. But,
of course.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm in instance 60822 / join 60822. I'm going to rejoin or reload the Club XYZ.
Are assets from the Creator Fund also supposed to be a part of the rewardable asset collections?
No. It's just the assets that you can see, W. Caleb, on the website. If you click shop, and you click AS3 NFTs, you can click the down arrow on any of these and see all the ones that are eligible, including the Sandbox Alpha rewards that we got in the previous alpha. And one that, what's that for? Okay.
Right.
I'm still trying to find the Voxelite.
Want to remind everybody again that if you type in / instances, you can see what is currently available, and then you can /join, and then the instance number. to quickly reset.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully that's helpful.
And Synergistics over here on YouTube, giving us a shout out, saying I want to shout out them. I've been staking since the beginning of last season. I feel like I'm going to get it past this season. What
Nice.
fair market, they say.
Exactly.
A big old strong arm. I love it.
It's the best part about, like, we actually had this conversation internally as staff. You know, people were talking about bear market when we were NFT NYC, right? And Seb was literally like, dude, don't even worry about that. Like, we've got years and years worth of like staff salary already paid, covered, like
right
now. This is not going to stop just because of some ups and downs in the crypto market. We're building and we're making it work because we're long term in this, you know, in this space. So that took me longer. I did it wrong. That's okay. Let's see if the Metaverse guide, I can save a little time with them. I don't go up or down the stairs. Probably going to save some time.
Yeah, there we go. I had closed out our form here. Give me just a second to dedupe it. And Synergistics also does say, props for you guys holding it down, bull or bear. Thank you so much. While everybody is concerned about number going up or down, as Joe and Seb will say, you know, we just build.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Like, I just love the culture, the mentality of this company, because it's the same thing. People constantly being like, oh, what about, you know, this other company, right? And we're just like, doesn't matter. You know, hey, I just saved like 5 seconds thanks to that ladder. Thank you, chat. Thank you. That cut so much time off of that quest. 27. Like, people may be asking, how the heck do you get that low of a time? Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. Let me see if that's yes, sir.
I'm gonna see if I can't pronounce this name correctly over on YouTube. Bruh. How many times can you repeat the quests for faster times? As many times as you need. You can do it indefinitely. Like,
there you go.
Just forever. Like, just keep optimizing yourself. You got this. Strictly 3 Sports. I like that name over on YouTube. Says, any tips for downloading the new alpha? You keep telling me I need to update. Seems like they're having issues.
The download, it's okay. If you were an internal tester, you may have to erase the env.conf file. If you don't know what that means, don't even worry about it. You don't need to do this. If you do know what it means, then you know where to find it. All right.
Cool. Anyways.
Otherwise,
for the rest
just
of us,
download on Sandbox.game, top right. All right.
Right. But
the new version came out like 8 hours ago.
Okay, so I would uninstall
the one that you have, or clear your cache temporary data in the folder that I just mentioned.
There we go. Uninstall, clear cache, try again. Should be pretty quick. If you're still running into troubles, there's always the Discord that can help you out as well.
There we go.
And then,
okay.
Bruh wants to know about Sandbox mobile app potentially coming out.
Eventually. But that I project is going to wait until after we get to version 1.0, and we are just now launching version 0.7. So
there we are.
A little bit of time. But look at this time difference that you guys helped me cut in just because of that ladder drop. The world record at the time that the leaderboards stopped updating earlier today was 26.77 seconds. And I was like, that's wild. Y'all are ninjas. How could you do that so fast? I got 27.42. And I clearly could do it better. Clearly could cut a half a second off that. Panda is going to be freaking out if they're not already well aware of that. There we go. Candidly Kristen's just putting it right in the chat right now for you for that question about uninstalling the Alpha client, navigating to and delete TSP gaming folder, re-download the client, add the installer as an exception in your antivirus before launching it. Thank you, Kristen. Much easier to do if we're just typing it out. Geldar Gray asking a simple question. What kind of mic do you have? Conrad and I both have a Beacon microphone, B-E-A-C-N. It comes with some specialty software so you can change your levels how you like. And right now, it may be hard to tell, but I've got an air conditioner loudly running in the background.
And I haven't optimized mine at all, and you can hear my ice maker yelling at me inside the kitchen. So pretty good bike.
Yeah. Oh man.
We want to know about Xbox controllers and hooking that up to TSP.
You could do that, but you need an external software because currently there's no native controller support. So off the top of my head, PS5, PS4 controller using DS4 Windows worked. Somebody else was reporting in the last alpha season that they were using some special software on Mac that I can't recall. But there are definitely ways to make it work. You just have to be able to map your controls, and it should work fine. One thing to note, as I mentioned previously, there is a new feature in the 0.7 update for walking. If you push Z, what's up, Nate? Welcome to the show. If you push Z, you can walk, but by default, when you have it pressed, by default, you do this kind of jog. A lot of users who've been playing for a while, they're holding the shift key to sprint, but you don't have to do that. You can press Z once, and you're going to sprint all the time without holding shift, which is really nice. It's going to save you a bunch of time. So when you first load into an experience, press Z, get off on your quest of grabbing all of the voxelites, and then you're not having to hold the shift key. It's really nice.
Joe, how do you reset that map again?
Okay, so the quick way that you reset the map, I type /instances. I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen. I think Conrad's in the way of it. Let me check my preview real quick. Yeah, he is. And not just you. I have it zoomed in a bit. But you type /instances, and you're going to get a list of all of your instances. At the bottom, it says, you're playing on instance number something. You type /join, followed by that number. Mine says 62171, and I press enter, and it's going to reload the experience. All right, Conrad, who won? We're running out of time here, friend.
I know, we're 2 minutes here. Okay. There's a lot more people. You know, we're going into season.
There is.
So
There's a ton more people. I love it.
We're trying to dedupify.
I love the questions.
And don't forget, good folks, you only fill out these forms one time, otherwise you will disqualify yourself. I see you out there. Okay. Will this map be locked after too much time, or?
Nope. All instances or all types of game will unlock and stay unlocked during the alpha.
Is it /instance or instances?
Oh, instances with an S, because it's going to show you all of the available instances.
I was about to disqualify this, but you know, because of how lovely it is, and I haven't said it the entire time, I do want to remind everybody that I hope you're feeling well. And if you are not, to please remember that brighter days are ahead, and that we have lots of time here in the season, and even after the season's over, we're all still going to be here with you, building, doing our best, and making Joe go crazy for whatever reason.
I set a new record.
But you set a new record. Okay, there we go.
Felt good.
That's another reason to be here in this alpha. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any sort of troubles, depressions, we got you. Today does not define you.
That's right.
You're going to do okay. But I'm going to go ahead and call this one a winner. Ray of Sunshine over on Twitch. I asked chat to tell me a good joke, and they just said, I love you. Love
That's
you too,
sweet.
Ray. You're going to get it this time. Congratulations. I'll default it.
It's not a joke. That's very serious. All right.
It's very
That's a
serious.
commitment, Ray.
It
That's a
is,
commitment.
right. We'll get it next time. But Joseph, as we're setting up records here.
Yes, sir. You ready? You ready to
We
wrap?
got one final question.
Okay. Give me your question.
Madison Furio says, where did we get the name Ethos?
Well, there was a fine gentleman named Chris. He had so many ideas. Formerly worked at Decentraland before he joined the Sandbox game. Now has moved on to, whatever adventure he's on to next. All right. He just went Ethos. And somebody was like, that sounds cool. You know what I mean?
Cool. All right.
Ironically, like
Wow.
the lore for Oracle scientists and heroes is much deeper than that. Like those are well thought out. Yeah, that's right, Conrad. How about that? Chat.
Look, heroes are immortal, okay? It's called,
all right.
I don't know, like having an afterlife.
Yeah, all right.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're dying for reasons
All
out
right,
here
okay.
against your stupid scientists and Oracle butts.
Okay.
All right?
All right. You think I'm not connected with the planet or whatever? You know, oracles. I just
yeah.
send
Okay.
myself back to the planet, all right? Like it's Final Fantasy VII, all right? Get mad about it. Chat.
RX78, of course you can use quotes. It's usually just me trying to figure out if you're human or not. Because there's very, very clear whenever a robot will say something.
Yes.
Like, for instance, saying I love you is pretty borderline. But I let it pass just because I think it's funny. Because if it's a joke, that means they hate me. And if it's not, that means they love me. So I'm okay with either one. It's a good time.
Oh my gosh. Username iBlueFlame over on twitch.tv has blown my mind yet again.
Okay, what do we got?
Because I forgot about this and I haven't been using it, but if you're quick to type, check this out. Let's say
/respawn.
That's
command.
right. Let's say I'm up here by Steve Aoki and I got to get this little gem, the little Voxelite. And I see there was a Voxelite back there that I missed. I can type /respawn. Press enter. Boop. Look at that. Oh, I'm just instantly back here. So instead of climbing all those stairs to come back this way, I could have gone down, grabbed everything, and then went /respawn. If it was closer to the objective, you might be able to shave some seconds that way. That's thinking, chat. That's why you want to watch this show, because the chat is helping each other out here. Stop helping people, man, says White Dragon Meta. Listen, the quest doesn't reset if you spawn, but that tip is for speed running. It, like, you know, on the main hub, you're getting all the plungers, right? Let's say you run off and to the left. You want to get to the right. Is it faster to type /respawn and get halfway there and then walk? Probably. So I'll bet you that's the way that people have shaved a couple seconds here and there. So I love it.
No,
I love it.
that's going to be intense to remember
Candidly,
for
Kristen,
the other pages
you
as well.
savage. You hater. You jerk. I'm just kidding. They're very nice. They said, I've got another secret that could possibly save people a lot of time that I still haven't shared either. And I refuse. Wow. All right, chat. All right, chat. Here we go. Maddox of Furia waking up at 6 a.m. to start tomorrow. I'll DM you so you can be a jerk now, too. You know what, candidly, Kristen? I will not be a jerk. I will not. But I appreciate you. You're one of the greatest people in the Sandbox game. You're definitely better than Ice Pilot X7, who's my moderator on my personal channel. So there's that. Chat, it's been my pleasure to hang out with you, as is tradition, on this live stream. We're going to go into a little intermission screen, and I'm going to go find somebody streaming the Sandbox game right now. So if you're watching, you're playing, and you are trying to be an aspiring streamer, this is the time. This is your time. Open up your stream. Get to streaming live while we're streaming live, or just before I finish. We stream for an hour and a half every weekday, my time, Tuesday through Saturday, 3 a.m. UTC on this channel. Be streaming before we finish, and we may be raiding you. I try in a priority to stream and, raid people who I have not raided before. So I'm going to look that up as we play the post-show video. The alpha is now open. We're going to be back with more tomorrow. 4 hours before, well, 5.5 hours before this time tomorrow, we'll be back, and we're going to have this exact same show once again, 3 a.m. UTC tomorrow as well. More stuff for you. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Conrad, for being here.
Oh, thank you, Joseph, for joining me.
All right.
And shout out to Aquamuse.
Yeah,
why
they
do we
can
tell
still hear.
actors to break a leg?
Oh, why?
Because every play has a cast.
Chat, I gotta go find that. I'm gonna look it up. We're still gonna be
out to
live mic
Andrew.
here, Conrad.
Shout out to Andrew Media Galaxy over here. Why the big pause? Asked the bartender. The bear just shrugged and said, "I'm not sure. I was born with them."
Oh no.
We'll see you tomorrow, Chad.
Why?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Why is he the way that he is? Oh no.
Season 3, baby.
Oh no. All right. Looks like I got a new user I have not rated before. I think I haven't, which implores me to go rate them. I'm gonna rate J Cluster over.
Oh, we haven't rated J Cluster in a long time.
Yeah, it's a familiar name, but not one that as familiar as some of the other folks.
We've rated J Cluster before, but we've never rated. It looks like Zeph's side, I want to say, or Majin Silverhand.
I did Zeph earlier, actually.
Oh, today? Okay.
Yes. So on the first stream today, /rate J Cluster. Starting right now over on Twitch.tv. If you're watching on YouTube, D-Live, Theta, Facebook, or Twitter.com/the Sandbox Game, and you want to join us in this raid, bring the Sand Fam to Twitch.tv/JCLUSTER. Going out right now with 120, 103, somewhere in that range. Right now over on Twitch. I'll see you guys later.
Wonderful, Sand Fam. See you tomorrow.